Hey folks, it's Bobo the Vulture, and we're getting ready to conquer South America with my armies and my disease. I'm going to change up the symptoms so that we no longer are detected when we try and wait. This is Aerobiz. This is not Pandemic 2. Sao Paulo. Yeah, just trying to figure out which of these cities I should try and check out first. Oh, Buenos Aires is nice. So Santiago. I think I'm gonna go with getting flights to Argentina for right now. I'll probably eventually have to go back and get some flights to all of these locations, but one thing I noticed, well, I've noticed before, but it just recently struck me now, is see how Tubbs over here is standing in front of, and so is Valor Girl, sort of standing in front of the standard blue background that you get for either school picture day or your driver's license or something like that. That may be the same color, although it looks slightly lighter. Whereas she seems to be standing in front of, well, in the world of video game lore, that sort of glowing pinkish red color means like the energy source or the core that you're supposed to fire at in the boss. So she's protecting the final boss of the game. Which reminds me, I guess you weren't expecting it, but yeah, there's totally going to be an epic final boss fight. Final boss fight. The end of Aerobiz Supersonic. Oh yeah. If I'm lying, I'm drinking water. And then Lennon is in front of some brown. It's a good color. It's a solid color. It's a color of the working class. Okay. Let me once more. This is another feature of the game that I think I may not have shown you guys. Oh wow! All of my, even my all my 707s are in use. Oh, those are flying to New York, aren't they? You see how there's a little up and down arrow next to Bobo Air? I can also spy on other airlines and see what kind of plane holdings they have. They have a lot of DC-6s and a lot of super constellations. And a couple DC-830s, but not a whole lot. Interesting. Siberia, what do you have? You have a bunch of Viscounts. I don't blame you. Those are probably your best hope, even though they cost you more money than they would cost me. But they've got some amount of seats in them. You can use them for probably most regional flights within Europe aren't too much longer than 1,500 miles. Some you wouldn't be able to. Let's take a look at the Tupolev 104. Look at that, folks. 50 seats. Range of 2,500 miles. Gas mileage of 24. It's tiny. Doesn't have a good range. Drinks up gas. 124, a little better you can see, but still. Only 40 seats. You can only get half the number of people on this that you can on a DC-6. At least in this game. Air Max, do we even care what they have? Might as well look. They have a 707 just sort of sitting around not doing anything for them. Have a nice wide and varied stable planes. I just started that. Rude didn't. No, I didn't just start it, but either way. That's all we can do right here, right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and wait around. Air tax, opening a new route between Paris and Tunis. Uh-oh, I think they may actually be getting ready to start. Oh, interesting. Rostov. You know, and I was even thinking about getting into negotiations with Kingston. Oh, your travel network promotion in Europe was successful, was it, Siberia? Hey, you used a different girl for the advertisement this time, or she just dyed her hair brown. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Gah. I'm gonna help you find business opportunities. Jeez. Oh yeah, that travel network promotion's really helping you out. Oh boy. Alright, let's take a look at Southeast Asia. Look at good. Oceania. Look at adequate. Oh yeah. My passenger totals for North America are just fine. And my profit margins are more than fine. This is crazy. I'm making not quite 10 times what everyone else is. Because I've spread my influence far and wide. And I have long interregional flights that are just huge sources of money for me. Uh-oh. 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 Wait, that's not an uh-oh. The 727. Yes. That's an interesting one in this game. 727 is, well, for the longest time, actually, until, its successor, the 737, eventually surpassed it in sales, was the best-selling jet aircraft of all time. Yeah, I don't understand why it. Well, if this game is all you have to go on, and you know, I mean, heck, a certain amount of the airplane knowledge I have to go on is based on this game. It's the Tokyo. Oh, that's full up now. That's pretty cool. That's also a heavy score. Wow, these are really heavy scores, man. I need to get more slots in LA. Even though it is not possible. But let's see. What do we need to do now? Let's see. 39, 600, 38, 42. 42 and 150. Ah, but it's more money. You know what? I'm gonna go back to my old friends and get me some DC 850s. Yeah. I'll order 4. I won't be greedy. That's enough. That's enough for me, hon. Thanks. No, but the Boeing 727, at least in this game, was technically superior to the 737. Like, in this game it could go farther. You know, the mileage was roughly the same. It cost the same or less. I don't know that that's actually the way that it worked in real life. Probably not. But yeah, business is booming as Carmen Sandiego's thugs continue to hide all the world's landmarks in Kingston. They're not doing a very good job of hiding them if we found out about it, and so did lots and lots of tourists. But hey, you know, who am I to blow against the wind? I know what I know. I seen what I said. Okay. Yeah, I bet we're still making lots of money. We're making slightly less money than we used to, but hey. Still not doing too bad. October 1963. In AD 1963, war was beginning. Thankfully, war was not beginning right now. 3 slots in Mexico City. 5 slots in Lima. 4 DC 850s are here. Time to go to South America. Continue our push there. Alright, Con Queso. You've done enough work in Mexico City for a while. Get me some slots. Don't tell me that's the number of slots that we're going to be able to get. Boy, business moves slower in Mexico. I don't know what that's all about. Alright, Los Angeles, please, please tell me that you're starting to do renovations and expansion. You are, and in a year's time it will be ready. So basically I just need to wait around for a year. Then I'll be able to capture the United States. Capture its heart, folks. I'm not conquering the, not trying to rule the world. Honest engine. How much is the fare? Let's push start to review the competition. Wow. Those pretty heavily discounted fares. I'll go ahead and keep the fare as it is to begin with and open the route and see what happens. And if nobody wants to fly on my airline, which you can connect to anywhere in the world from, or to, or some preposition, at, you can connect anywhere at it. Alright, folks. Let's also negotiate with Chile. Wow, they're not going to give me any slots. Let's forget about negotiating with Chile. Let's go negotiate with Brazil. Brazil! Japan! USSR! Wow, USSR. That really as long ago as the Street Fighter game was? That there still was a USSR? Or are they just saying USSR even though Russia had already been, well, the USSR had already been broken up. I forget. I'll have to go back and look one of these days. Business is booming as tourists continue to flock to Kingston. Ross! The airport expansion project in London has been completed. There are now 16 more slots. 18 more slots in Moscow. Alright, guys. Doing well everywhere. Let's get a move on. Ooh. Flights in Southeast Asia actually dipped slightly. Wonder what that's all about. Hey, look at that, I'm on the map. On the map down there. And being on the map apparently has not really drawn me big profits of any type. Kenya declared independence from Britain. Boeing started selling the 727. We acquired some slots in Rio and some slots in Buenos Aires. Alright. First, because it's a new plane, and you know how I love new planes, we're gonna go take a look at Boeing. Nice to meet ya. Haven't I been here repeatedly already, lady? 727. It gets pretty good fuel economy. And, 110 seats. That's not a bad number. That's not that much more than the old prop-driven planes, though. Although it's cheap. I mean, for a jet plane, it's cheap. Well done, Boeing. The 727 is an admirable machine. I don't think I'll be getting one right now, though. I think what I'm going to be spending my money on right now is getting some flights out to far-flung destinations in South America. I will be using the DC-8. And I will be doing it. Wow, it's pretty good. That's pretty heavy fare, man. The flight is taking off and it is really loud. Alright, folks. I think you know what's coming next. We're gonna start another route and it's going to head to Rio, but we'll see that next time, folks. I'm Bobo the Vulture. Thanks very much for watching.